Hello, this is Philip. I'm from England, and I've been teaching the IELTS online during the last 15.5 years, approximately, and also first taught offline from 1996 with breaks. I'm currently studying an ME in theology, and I'm still available to teach the IELTS exam for private students. Anyway, let's try and write an example writing task 2 and see how it goes. So I'm going to share my screen here. I came up with a sort of question a few days ago, and just using the typical IELTS template. So some argue that mobile, I had a quick look on the IELTS website and just adapted my own question, made it a little bit different. Some argue that mobile phones should not be allowed in schools, meanwhile others believe that they should be permitted or reasonably different. Okay, I'll see how long I'm going to take to write this. I'll go again now. Regarding the issue of, normally I make synonyms and so on, but I'll just go ahead and write it directly and make a plan perhaps if I was doing the exam. Some argue that mobile phones should not be allowed in schools, some others believe they should be permitted. Regarding the issue of using mobiles within educational buildings, educational areas for pupils. There are differing opinions regarding this issue. Move my camera a little bit away. From the one perspective, to which I subscribe, there are many who argue that studying should not be disrupted by mobiles, and they should be left in lockers or at home. However, because to facilitate concentration and avoid students making trouble. However, it is still the case that they may be useful to assist with studying sometimes and to communicate in an emergency quicker. Considering the a little bit hot here in England and so on, and considering having restrictions, it is the case that youngsters may prefer to text, may prefer to view social media accounts rather than paying attention. For instance, Instagram is quite popular, probably, most likely, and a lot of time can be spent on it. In addition, individuals may play out music and so on, which may use their devices to produce audio sounds, to produce audio outputs, or to produce to view programs. This would create a noise and thus reduce the effectiveness of a class. From the other perspective, it is the case that mobiles can, in fact, be useful for study. For instance, scroll the page. Illustrating this, if a student would like supplementary information and did not have a computer to hand, they could quickly scroll to key information. Moreover, for some kind of an emergency, for some kind of emergency, students could communicate quickly with their relations. An instance of this might be if someone was unwell, and quick action could be taken. Summing up, it is thus clear that the issue is somewhat nuanced. Whilst I do accept, or whilst I do recognize that they can assist with learning and in an emergency, it is the case that they may be disruptive and create a lack of concentration. Going forward, I think that schools and students should try to compromise and perhaps students may be trusted to keep their mobile phones on them and not use them in class. Okay, I'm just going to read through. Some argue that mobile phones shouldn't be allowed in schools. Meanwhile, others believe they should be permitted to discuss with it. Regarding the issue of using mobile phones within educational areas of pupils, there are differing opinions regarding this issue. From my perspective, as Richard described, there are many who argue that studying should not be disrupted by mobiles, and they should maybe be left in lockers or at home to facilitate concentration and avoid students making trouble. However, it is still the case that they may be useful to assist with studying sometimes and to communicate in emergency quicker. From another perspective, it is the case that mobiles can be in fact be useful for studying. Illustrating this, if a student would like supplementary information and did not have a computer to hand, they could quickly scroll to key information. Moreover, for some kind of emergency, students could communicate quickly with their relations. And in instance, this might be someone was well and quick action can be taken. So it is thus clear that the issue is somewhat nuanced. Whilst I do recognize that they can assist with learning in an emergency, it's the case that many that they may be disruptive and create a lack of concentration. Useful checking. Going forwards, I think that going forward, let's see. Probably just going to change the slide. So, looking towards the future, I think that schools and students should try to compromise. Perhaps students may be trusted to keep mobile phones on them and not use them in class. Okay, I hope that helps. My name is Philip from Online English Teacher. Sorry, well, that was a previous website. But, my new website is EnglishTeacherPhilip.co.uk. Okay, thanks a lot. Have a great day.